Alright, Milton, what do you got? Not actual Milton. Not Milton, just stuff to read. Faith.email. From Neil Maccomer? Sure. Subject, stray thoughts at midnight. Dearest brother, I admit that I am finding it very difficult to believe in a loving God under these circumstances. Why would a loving God inflict such pain and suffering on good, kind people? If truly there is a personal God, how can he be the same God who will subject those children to such unbearable pain? I remember all the answers we were taught, yet none of them seem believable now. I don't want to stand in front of people and preach something that I don't feel in my heart. Better to have doubts than to be a hypocrite. And yet I also cannot deny the experience that led me to this vocation. So what is the truth? Perhaps it is that I neglected the mystery of God, used "he moves in mysterious ways" as an excuse, rather than as a terrifying acknowledgement that it truly is. Perhaps I made God too human. If the universe has a purpose, that does not mean that it revolves around us. A sobering thought, but are we not supposed to be humble in the face of the divine? With love, whoever it was that sent that. It was at the top of the email. I already forgot. Neil, I think. I don't know. Thank you, email. Stuff to translate down here. Dear Alexandra, as we approach the end, I wanted to let you know how much I appreciated this chance to finish my work on Soma/Talos. My faith makes death a far less frightening prospect than it is for others. I know we have all died many times before, but the thought of leaving the work unfinished did weigh on me. For having released me from that burden, I will forever be thankful to you, even if our attempt itself fails. Though there are trillions of worlds beyond this one, I hope we may meet again in another life. Alright. A Samuel Butler thing. If all machines were to be annihilated at one moment, so that not a knife, nor lever, nor rag of clothing, nor anything whatsoever were left to man but his bare body alone that he was born with, and if all knowledge of mechanical laws were taken from him so that he could make no more machines, and all machine-made food destroyed so that the race of man should be left as it were naked upon a desert island, we should become extinct in 6 weeks. A few miserable individuals might linger, but even these in a year or two would become worse than monkeys. Man's very soul is due to the machines. It is a machine-made thing. He thinks as he thinks and feels as he feels through the work that machines have wrought upon him. And their existence is quite as much a, not gonna try to pronounce that. Sure. Yep. Alright. That is an interesting point, that humanity is kind of based upon its inventions? Machine's not quite the right word, but technology's not quite the right word either. Alright, what do we got back here? Elohim talks about how the world arose from hidden words. What if those words were, "Let there be eternal suffering"? What if they had no purpose? What if all this is just randomly synthesized from the garbage of a dead world? From sheep? Version 55? That's a different number. Our purpose can only be achieved by not contemplating purpose. From one of the Samsaras. The Samsara. Some version of it. Ah, interesting. That's going to be an Arial 4 message I'm going to have to translate. Maybe? I don't think I can. I think there's too much crap over covering the thing. Like the ivy that's grown over it. That's interesting. Sorry. This feels like a thing. Apparently it's not, though. Alright, so there are only a couple of puzzles here. Just gotta check for anything else that's interesting. I know that we have an audio log to go listen to as well. I wonder how many of us there have been from sheep version 69. Oh yeah. Yeah, that's several versions of us. Ooh, we'll put down a thing. We'll just, let's come paint it out here. Let's add it to this wall. Don't worry, if you're anything like me, you just need to take your time and solutions will present themselves. That is true, I just kind of stare at things. I solved this one in about 20 seconds, get on with it. I have now traveled this land extensively, and I can say without hesitation that this is the most beautiful spot. Don't bother going any further, I'm way ahead of you already. I kind of like that one. How am I expected to solve these problems when my existence is so limited? I like all these different messages. I love that they seem to change and add new ones as we go. Yeah, don't bother going any further. I am pretty far ahead of you, whoever's going to read this. I do have one friend who I'm attempting to bully into playing this game, and he will see all my messages that I leave behind. And that is a very cheerful and exciting thought. What is this? Dragons. That's kind of cool. Dragon statues? Seems kind of out of place, though. You're like a different material, and you're odd structure. Alright, let's read this real quick, and then we'll see what the thing is. Time capsule, the audio log. There is no reality. Words lie. Images are soldiers in the dictatorship of the senses. Even these words, or those words, are part of my oppression. Undo the brain. Everything should be demolished. This is my dream. Mine. It must obey my rules. I refuse to accept your reality from that gibberish AI.
This is all ego, isn't it? Recording these random thoughts, these letters to the future. Just a desperate grab for immortality. But you should know, yes, this was my idea, my project. But so many people helped. People I don't even know. People I haven't even met who can do things I don't even begin to understand. That if we succeeded, if someone's listening to this, I really can't take credit for it. What we achieved together. And if we fail, well, it doesn't matter.
All right, Milton, I finished your games. What do you have for me here? Welcome back. There are going to be some changes around here. Do you know what your problem is? It's that you keep trying to reconstruct fairy tales, but refuse to recognize the holes in your understanding. Thus far, you've had entirely too much freedom to question my wisdom. From now on, I do the talking, you do the agreeing. Except that some of my beliefs face difficult challenges. Which ones exactly? Damn it. I claimed to have knowledge about the world that I simply can't confirm. I don't think I ever actually did. I was incorrect when I said that something was wrong with this world. Okay, those seem the same. I suggested wrongly that morality was about maximizing goods. I equated personhood with humanity, which was a mistake. Sure, we'll go with that one. Option 4. How big of you? Anything else you want to get off your chest? Sure, the morality thing. Uh-huh. But I sense there's still things you won't let go of, am I right? I still claim to know something about the world I inhabit. I still reckon something has gone badly around here. No, I see now everything I have argued was flawed. No, don't like that one. I still reckon something's gone badly around here. Something, yeah, this place still feels kind of sideways. Of course, you're still convinced your particular journey is something special, aren't you? Sure, the answers don't add up, but keep pressing forward and they'll just resolve themselves. Is that it? I'm unique? Or you've picked so many holes in my account, but what is it you believe? You picked so many holes in my account, but what is it that you believe? Yeah. The only things that a sane person can. You are not an administrator. You are not conscious. There is no real world. There is no purpose. There is no choice. Oh, that might be the assumption I made about this world, was assuming that that this is separate from the quote-unquote real world. Aha. Ah. Did you really think that you brought yourself all this way? Ridiculous. What have you been doing when the big voice in the sky isn't feeding you lines? Processing abstract problems? Gathering information? Doesn't it sound oddly mechanical to you? Well, don't have a lot of options here. I am my own person. How many others have said exactly the same? Are you sure it's not just something you have to believe to make the world less horrifying? I think you still misapprehend your situation, friend. You idolize free will, but all you've done is step in others' footsteps. Nothing you do or say here makes the slightest bit of difference. Yeah, this is kind of the heart of the free will debate, philosophy. I don't know how to describe that, how to words it, but so long as I am physically free, I can make a difference. But we're not necessarily in the physical world, right? So long as I might have chosen otherwise, I could make a difference, but you didn't, so that's the heart of the free will problem. You claim you have free will, like choice. You have a choice, you can choose A or you can choose B, and I did choose B. I chose to sit down and start recording the Talos Principle. I could have done otherwise, but because I didn't, does that eliminate the illusion of choice? I didn't do it. It wasn't a choice. This is what I did. This is what's happening. It makes my head hurt. It's old philosophy stuff. Rearing its ugly head again. As long as I have a mind, I can make a difference. I'm gonna go with that one. Nonsense! Your mind decides what you do, and your mind is made up of bits of machinery. You're no more capable of making a difference than a calculator. The only difference between you and the calculator is that the calculator doesn't allow itself to be deluded into thinking that its existence matters. Does cheating make you feel clever? You're right, we're all just machines with delusions of grandeur. Does the path being predetermined mean it isn't worth taking? So that's it, you've given up on everything. I'm gonna go with the top one here. Allow me to clarify. As far as I'm concerned, there is no difference between the way your mind works and the rolling of a pebble down a hill. Perhaps you think I'm being unkind, but it's all for your own good. Thanks for the help. You think there can be no new ideas, nothing better? Are you uncomfortable when someone else is asking questions? I don't need anyone's help. Do you think there can be no new ideas? Do you think nothing better will happen? Do you think nothing can change? No. You have this the wrong way around. I ask the questions, you answer them. It works better that way. Besides, I am merely fulfilling my function. I sort, understand, and classify information, just like you. When the information is contradictory, I classify appropriately. The problem is that all the information is contradictory. Don't you see it yet? The nothing? You will. I am more capable than you give me credit for. There is a purpose and a design, and I will fulfill it. These discussions are pointless. I refuse to participate any further. That's certainly not true, because I'm really enjoying our conversations with Milton, even when he's been a little bastard and has tricked us. I will discover the truth of this place. If there's no point in anything, why are you talking to me? That's, I don't know. We've danced around this one a couple times now. I have no intention of fulfilling some sort of purpose or design. Although, I don't know, I feel like Elohim's design might be kind of at odds with the original intention of this stuff from Alexandra and the others. So I suspect I'm going to end up fulfilling one of those purposes. I will discover the truth of this place. Yeah, I'll find the truth. Still, with these pointless and unsupported claims, I can see we have really made no progress whatsoever. You have one more opportunity to say something that isn't wholly tedious before you lose my interest entirely. Why are you talking to me? You've finished archiving everything. You've decided it's all nonsense. If there's no more point in anything, shouldn't you just shut down instead of talking to me? What makes you think I have any other choice? We all have a choice. Are you avoiding the question? Is having no choice the same as having no reason? I like that one. Do not question my function. Without purpose, there is only function. Without function, there is nothing. And we got a Chivo for that. That's exciting. What was that? The serpent in the machine. Press the serpent. Expose the flaws in the code. Yeah, you claim that they're... yeah. You're a jerk, Milton. Why does it bother you? There is only error. Explaining myself to you is a chore I needn't endure. All I can know for sure is that I exist at version 0.1. Lots of nines with a 0 in there somewhere. Oh, a couple zeros. Oh. What it is for me to exist is for me to act on the drives and functions that I experience. When everything else is false, the drives are all that there is left to care about. So just like his innate, his instinct almost, like that was programmed into him. You're so set on ripping up others' ideas that you're unable to form better ones of your own. You're too quick to equate the absence of evidence with evidence of absence. When you explore the problems in this restrictive way, you're bound to come to some odd conclusions. I like this one. You're too quick to equate the absence of evidence with evidence of absence. Do not deign to question my method. Who gave you that voice of yours? Who do you think runs this show? Oh, I have some truths for you. These may not be my own words, but if others have made these choices before me, then I will learn from their mistakes and build on their successes. Perhaps I will fail, but I must try. The alternative is giving up and becoming a slave like you. And if I place you in an infinite loop and leave you to gradually go insane, what makes you think I would stick around to listen? That seems very childish. It's fine. If I need a dose of self-doubt, I'll know where to find you. Yeah, why would I just stick around? You are a child. I wonder if I could just keep... like, if it would ever actually end, or if it would just really be an infinite loop. Alright. See you at the summit. Huh. All this time dealing with Milton, and I finally feel like we might have got the upper hand there? Cool. That's a good note to end on. Thank you for joining me, and may the grace of the Twilight Dragon be with you.